Hello, everyone. I am so grateful to be here. I'm at Nine Muses in Idaho, and it's a blessing. I'm getting ready to do a dream retreat, and I was thinking about dreams. So I'm thinking, of course, I'm thinking a lot about dreams and dreaming and what it means to dream. We have dreams that are dreams where we are asleep and we're sleeping and we're dreaming, and there's these visitations from the mystery that come to us. And then there are also these dreams that are in the daytime where we're wide awake, and sometimes those are visions, and other times we're just daydreaming and experiencing different things that could happen in our lives, and hopefully those are positive, and sometimes they're not. And then we have some managing to do of our minds and of our hearts. Um, yeah, a few things like that. And then we can, in the managing of our minds so that our dreams can come true, there's a lot of different helpers that we have. We have the helpers of reflection, we have the helpers of um, internal dialogue, we have the helpers of meditation. If we do meditation, we have the option of writing or creating in some way. But I really wanted um, to begin with this prayer. This is a prayer by Tay Everson. And there's a morning prayer and there's an evening prayer, but I thought it would be really a beautiful way to kind of enter this time of fall and enter this time of harvest with this morning prayer by Tay Everson. It says, I pray that the day shall be light until sunset. I pray that the sun shall set in the west. I pray the night shall be dark until sunrise. I pray the sun shall rise in the east. I pray that I shall see until I am blind. I pray that I shall hear until I am deaf. I pray that I shall speak until I am mute. I pray that I shall breathe until I am dead. I give thanks for the darkness of the night. I give thanks for the sun rising in the east. I have thanks for my seeing. I give thanks for my hearing. I give thanks for my speaking. I give thanks for my breathing. I give thanks for my living. I give thanks for my living. And so, in order to cultivate our dream that we're living, the dream that we're living every day, because every day we're living a dream, and if I don't like the dream that I'm living, how do I create another dream or bring another dream into form? And one of the ways that we can do that is by being able to really recognize, what is it about myself that I really enjoy and really like, and then what is it about myself that I really want to improve or change, or in order to create more of an alignment with these experiences that I want to be having. And sometimes we're having all the experiences that we want to be having, and then we have a call, then we're asked to create something for the good of all. Then we're asked to create something that is for the good of everyone here on the planet, and to do something that will leave a positive legacy, or that will inspire others, or will invite others to their dreaming. And so it's that way that we can give back to the dreams of others. When our dreams have taken place, people have and angels and beings, our ancestors, like somehow everything has come together to support us in that dreaming and in those dreams coming into being. So once we have our dreams, then we have the opportunity to really support others in their dreaming. But we also need those times of reflection, and we also need interconnectedness. There's nothing survives if it's too independent or too dependent. There has to be a spaciousness and connection. And right now, I feel like we're really being called to connection. And I know that in my conversations with friends and people that I really cherish and love, that's one of our conversations now, is how can we stay connected in addition to, really taking care of the things that we need in order to gain clarity and perspective. And sometimes that's another person, and another perspective. And sometimes that's a walk in nature, or some time for ourselves. So it's a matter of having a conversation with ourselves about what we are dreaming. And am I dreaming into more time with someone, or am I dreaming into more time with myself, or am I dreaming into more time in my community? But what's true is that we need all three of those dreams in order to be healthy and happy and well in our lives. The dream of, our connection with ourselves and knowing who we are, and being aware of what we need and what we want, and having our needs met. But there's also the dream of our relationships, and the people that we work with, or our one-on-one beloved person, or our people that our friends, the people that we spend one-on-one time with. And so we also need those really precious relationships with one other person. And so, the dream of those relationships, and then of course the dream of community, a healthy, happy, thriving community. And it is okay for us to change our minds. It is okay for us to want to do things differently. It is okay for us to not change our minds and to do things the same way. All of those things are okay. But we want to look at, is there anything that needs adjusting in my mind, in my heart, and in my well-being around my dream of connection, and my dream of my connection with self and with other and with community. What can I do to align with all three of those and make sure that I have all three of those actively in my life? To have plans to be with friends, family, loved ones, extended family, created family? Do I have friendships that I can really thrive in, and where we talk and we work things out, and we talk about where we're at, and that we just really put everything into creating more love in the world through that relationship? And am I giving away my gifts to my community, and am I receiving the gifts from my community, the gifts of connection and love, and the ability to really extend our heart into the heart of another? So I would like us to be thinking about these things. And then there's a lot of reasons to celebrate, and there's also a lot of reasons that we are in grief collectively, and there's all these different stages of grief, and there's no particular order to them. But we also have gifts, and we also have blessings, and so how do we experience the blessings while also acknowledging that there are difficult things that are happening in our lives and in our world, and to really kind of be able to advise, for all intents and purposes, advise and care for ourselves, in addition to receiving the perspective of others. And so I wanted to, there's a poem by Robert Bly that I wanted to read, called The Dream. But I would just ask, our dreams happen. Our dreams are able to happen. There's this little moth flying around. Hi, little moth. Little tiny one. I would just ask myself, I love the moth because the moth is about, out of the darkness and into the light. Like so I really appreciate that the moth came, and, how can I bring myself out of that darkness, or out of the shadow, or out of those places where I can't see clearly, to a place where I can see clearly. But there are more dreams to be had. There's always more dreams to be had. And just knowing that, there's more dreams, and that's so great. And then intentions with actions, because we need to know that if we have an intention, if we are saying something, speaking something into being in the world, what is it that I'm speaking into being? And then how can I align with that? How can I align with that and allow something to happen by putting my actions behind what I'm saying, and bringing my dreams into form? And so I hope that everyone is having a good harvest, and a happy harvest, and a good fall, and maybe not happy, but in integrity, a harvest of integrity, and then just thinking of letting go, and then what is it what are the seeds that I want to plant in this coming year? Because what we collect now is what we're going to plant next year. I'm petting Saffron. So the dream. This is the dream we carry through the world, that something fantastic will happen, that it has to happen, that time will open by itself, that doors shall open by themselves, that the heart will find itself open, that the heart will find itself open, that mountain springs will jump up, that the dream will open by itself, that we one early morning will slip into a harbor that we have never known, that we have never known. And so, what is the dream that I have not yet known that is waiting within me? Have a beautiful week, and I will see you next Friday.